The next thing we're going to do is make the modifications to the nose, making allowances for the motor that we want to use. Now, in this particular model, I'm going to use one of the Hextronics 24 gram 1300 kV motors, and I know from looking on the Hobby King site that it's 30 millimeters from where it meets the firewall up to the end of the can. So all I have to do is specify 30 millimeters. That's the length of my line here. Now what I'm going to do is on the blue axis I'm going to draw a perpendicular line just so I have something to rotate with in a few minutes. If I come over here and look at my plan, I'm going to move this out of the way. Actually, I'm just going to hide it because I want to save it for later. What I want to do is take my protractor and measure how much down thrust this model has in it. And it looks to me like we've got 6 degrees of down thrust. So I'm going to delete that guide. Look at this. Select all that. Grab the end of that and rotate it 6 degrees. Now I can grab it. Got the end flush with the nose there. If I continue this line, I don't need this one anymore. I can delete it. I don't need that one. And as long as I stay on the green axis, I can draw that one. Get rid of that end. Again, stay on the green axis. Get rid of this end. Connect that to that one. Now, that's what the nose, for the most part, is going to look like. Now, if it was important for me to view what the fuselage is going to look like extruded, come to the back and erase that, and all I'm going to do is select my surfaces, control, and move them inward 3/16. And I can do the same thing here. Escape, because I didn't. There we go. Now we've got these parts. The walls are just as thick as a piece of foam. We've got what will be our score cuts in the different pieces that we're going to use. But we can extrude the top and bottom plates if we want to see what they look like. I guess I'll go ahead and do that just so we'll have something to view here. This isn't necessarily something that you have to do unless you just want to see it, because I already know that all I need is the marks for my score lines. This just kind of helps build the model if you want to see it modeled completely. Now on this one, we won't be able to push-pull this surface, so all we're going to do is select the surface, copy it, and move it 3/16 of an inch. Just like that. And then if we want to see that filled in, if we do that, oh, let me get rid of that, undo it. And that gives you your thickness there. We do the same thing on the top. Geometry there. Alright, try that again. Grab that, Control copy, and let me specify that I just want it on the blue axis to move down. Alright. And we can make it look like it has some thickness to it again. And there we go. All the foam for the fuselage is modeled. Now we'll start working on where the holes are going to go, things for the little marks, different things like that. We'll come back to that and get all that worked out. We're going to model where the skewers are going to go through the fuselage. Now you can skip this step if you want, because once the fuselage is built, it's as simple as poking the sticks through where you want them to be. But if you want to make some detailed plans, you know, that's cool. So this is how we'll figure out where our holes are going to go. Tell you what, we'll draw a line. Looking at our plans, it's basically on line is where those were. And it's going to go somewhere forward to this spot, and it'll go somewhere behind this spot. This area. The barbecue skewer is about 1/8 inch in diameter, so we'll just specify 1/16 inch as radius. We'll do the same thing here. And I want that hole to go somewhere else, so I'm going to delete that one. And that looks like a good spot for a hole. Yeah, they're just about level. Close enough, it'll get the job done. Get rid of the extra lines that we don't need. I wouldn't let this geometry up here concern you. We'll clean that up in a little bit once we're get things where we want them. And what we're gonna do is push this through. Do a flush there. And a hole. Push that through. Do a flush there. And we've got a hole there. Alright, that'll pretty much take care of modeling the fuselage for now. We'll have to come back and make some a small modification when we add our tail feathers to it, but for right now this is going to be plenty fine enough. So we'll make this a component and we'll just be the RCM5 fuselage.